3, 2,
1.
I know.
Why?
You see, somehow the world will change.
Okay, here we go.
Stop, Greg.
Go.
Greg's squirting me.
Okay,
Greg is squirting.
what font is this?
chiller.
It's like a horror movie.
Consider this inequality. First of all, what does that say in English? Negative 1 is
Less than
less than 3. Now, is that true?
yes.
Yes. Why?
Negative 1 is a smaller number than 3.
Not quite.
Negative 1 is to the left of the.
There you go. Is to the left of 3 on the number line. As you can quite plainly see when we add bigger dots. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody cool?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, next thing we need to do. What happens if we add the same number to each side? So everybody please write negative 1 and then leave a space. Right? And then write 3. 3. And we are going to add 2 to both sides. So, how do I add 2 to negative 1? How do I do it on the number line, Riley?
You go to the right 2 times.
Why to the right?
Because right is positive.
Because right is positive. 1, 2. And where do I end up? Positive 1, right? So this becomes positive 1. Cool? How do I add 2 to 3?
Go right to 5.
1, 2. And I get the 5. So this becomes 5. What symbol goes in the middle?
Plus. Positive. Add. Subtract.
Every little.
Less than.
Oh. Positive.
Why?
Just named everything.
Why? Because 1 is left of 5. That's why.
What?
As you said why, so I said because 1 is left of 5.
Nothing.
Problem.
What?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Buddha?
Great.
Great. Now,
Craig.
everyone is good? I have done that right here. Plus 2. Plus 2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
what about subtraction? We started with negative 1 is less than 3. Now let us subtract 2. Okay, cabbages?
Yes. Lettuce. Carry on.
Start at negative 1 minus 2. What direction is that?
Left.
1, 2. And where do I end up?
Negative 3.
Who's moving today?
Not me.
You got 3 seconds to decide.
Go. Greg.
You have 3 seconds to decide.
Talk to us.
1
Greg, go.
Mississippi.
2 Mississippi.
And tomorrow, nobody sits along the edge of the window. Everybody has to come over here. Pull desks out of there. You can sit right in that little gap right there.
I like the
I don't care. I like students that do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it, but I'm stuck with you clowns. So I guess we're all going to have to learn to get along with what we don't like, aren't we, Riley? 3 minus 2 takes me to 1. What symbol goes in the middle? And don't listen to Aiden list off every single math symbol ever. Less than. Why?
Because -3 is less than 1.
All right. So, as we have said numerous times, if it happens once in math, it always happens. Well, you just proved something twice. Okay? If we add or subtract the same number, not the same number, the same number from both sides of an inequality, the resulting inequality stays true. What do I mean by it stays true? The sign does not change. Cool in the gang?
All good in the hood.
Okay. How would you solve this equation? If I just walked up to you in a math class and said, go, solve it, what would you do?
Get rid of the 6.
Get rid of the 6. How?
Add 6.
Add 6. Excuse me. Now, did I do the same thing to both sides?
Yes.
Yes. So does the symbol in the middle stay the same? Yes. So R equals what? 4. How many answers does this equation have?
One?
1. What is the only number that can go in that equation?
4.
4. Every other number will make that equation untrue. So it's got one answer, right? So graph it. What's the only number that matters?
4.
4. Is 4 included in the solution? What did I just ask?
It's 4 included in the solution.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what do I do?
I'll color it into the thing because it's included, yeah. I'll color it in the number line. Yeah, I need that.
All right. Now, you guys are smart kids. If isolating the variable leaves this symbol the same, then what do you think isolating the variable will do here? It's going to do the same thing. Plus 6, plus 6. R is going to be, since I added to both sides, does the symbol change? No. And it is 4. How many answers does that have?
1.
Multiple.
Infinite. Graph it. What's the only number that matters? 4. Is it included?
Yes.
No.
No. Which way does the arrow go?
Right.
To the right, to the left.
Left.
To the left. Because the letter goes first, we follow the symbol. If you can't remember that, read it out to yourself. R,
Right.
which is some number less than 4. Where do all the numbers less than 4 live? to the left of 4. Okay? Now I'm going to give you guys one other way to check this that will be very useful as this gets more and more complicated. What's 0 is right there, correct? Does the line that we graphed go over 0?
Yes.
So that means 0 should be a solution that works, right? So let's check. What is 0 minus 6?
Negative 6.
Is negative 6 less than negative 2?
Yes.
Yes. So we're okay there too. A third way to check. Read it out to yourself, memorize the pattern, or choose a point that's supposed to work. I always use 0. If you use 0 and it's not true and your line doesn't go over 0, then you know you're okay. And I'll do that check a few times as well. No. Because that wouldn't include negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So I never between negative 6 and negative 2.
No. All the numbers lower than 4. What's the first number that's lower than 4? 3. What is 3 minus 6? Negative 3. Is negative 3 less than negative 2? Yes. If you use 4, what is 4 minus 6? Negative 2. Is negative 2 less than 2?
Yes.
No, it's the same. Okay? Everybody is good? Please notice you use the exact same strategy to solve an equation as an inequality. There's only one extra step. What is it?
Get ready to rumble.
No. There is absolutely no rumbling in math class. Graphing. That is the extra step. Up to the graph, you follow the same rules. Now who's moving? 3, 2, 1. No.
Well, why do I have to move? He was the one talking.
That's why I said now who's moving. You got up to move. So great.
Thanks, Riley. I really like how you took it.
Doesn't matter because everyone's moving tomorrow. So don't worry about it. All right. So you have just been given the tools you need to do to solve an inequality. Except you will notice this inequality only consists of adding and subtracting. So let's have a look at that and see if we can solve it. What is our job, as always, whenever we see a variable? Isolate the variable. So step 1 is to isolate. What needs to move to make the variable by itself? The 4 needs to be gotten rid of. So Perry, I look at the math that is happening to the number I want to get rid of, which is subtraction, and what do? Add. If I add to one side, what do I got to do to the other side? Add. Did I add the same number to both sides?
Yes.
So does that symbol change? No. 6 plus 4 is 10. Now, is the variable isolated?
Yes.
Is my job done for A? Yes. But now I got to graph it. What's the only number that matters? 10. Now, is 10 included?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because of the symbol.
It's got the right symbol, so we color it in. Now, where does the arrow go?
Right.
It goes right. But it points left.
But the numbers in
Number is first. Whatever you need to remember. I like to remember it the way I told you, and I like to do a checkpoint. What is 0 minus 4? I take 0 and I put it in here. So that means I get 6 is less than or equal to 0 minus 4, which is 6 is less than negative 4. Is that true?
No. Yes.
No. 6 is not less than negative 4. So 0 cannot be a solution. So my arrow cannot go over 0. Since my arrow doesn't go over 0, I know I'm right. Okay? Everybody good? Yeah? Excellent. Solve and graph. Go. I couldn't whistle till grade 10, Perry. And even then I wasn't very good. I'm still not very good. My daughter's an amazingly good whistler. It's very stressful in our house. No, and I'm getting a little pissed off.
When's it come out?
I don't know. It's supposed to be out for the whole 3 weeks leading up to the Olympics.
But what song is it again?
Here I go again on my own.
Here I go.
No. No.
At least you tried.
Yes, he said the words. It's a song from the 80s. Most of you probably won't recognize it.
How's it
I
go?
know from the 80s, the Ice Baby song.
Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk along, but I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no more time, so here I go again.
That's deep.
It always sounds deep when you say it that way.
Like a
But when you listen to the song, it doesn't sound that deep. But when you say it all solemn, like, wow, man. It's like, it's like dust in the wind, right? All we are is dust in the wind. But when you hear the song,
Oh yeah, that's the wind.
all right, so what do I do here? Minus 3, minus 3. Does that change the symbol? Nope. So P is less than or equal to 1. Where do I draw?
Left. 1 and go to the left.
Colored, and I go left. I go left because the letter is first. I can check with 0. Is 0 plus 3 is 3? Is 3 less than 4? Yes, so 0 is a solution, so my arrow must go over 0. Got it? This side, what do you do?
Minus 2, minus 2.
Minus 2, minus 2. Negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. What's the only number that matters?
Negative 7.
Where do you put it?
In the middle if you want.
Anywhere you want. I'm going to put it right there. Do I color it?
No.
No. Do I follow the symbol?
No.
Why?
Because the number's first.
Because the number's first, so I go that way. Okay? Gouda?
Great.
Excellent. Let's move it on up to the east side. Solving an inequality with variables on both sides. Now this is tricky again. I'm not going to tell you what is happening here. I need you guys to be aware of it. Okay? So let's have a look at that. Now if this was an equal sign, what would we do? You just wrote a quiz on it. What would you do? You'd simplify it. You'd combine your like terms. So what are we going to do here? Combine our like terms. 3D plus 2 less than 2D minus 2. So what moves? I'm going to move the D first because we can deal with the letters first. Do we have to? No. That's just the way we usually do it. We deal with the letters first. Which letter moves? Dylan says the 2D moves. Why, Dylan? Because it's smaller. How do I get rid of a positive 2D? I subtract 2D. I am subtracting from this side, so what do I do to the other side? Subtract 2D. From where?
From 3D.
Why from 3D?
Because they're both the same.
Because they're like terms. Did I subtract from from both sides?
Yes.
So does the symbol change? No. 3D minus 2D is
1D.
1D. There's a D left over here, so is this number allowed to be here?
Yeah. No.
No, because I want the letter by itself. Is this number allowed to be here?
No.
So what do I do?
Subtract 2.
Subtract 2.
Why subtract 2?
Because it
Because you want to have 0.
Want to have 0 numbers there. Where else?
On
the
negative
other
2.
Negative 2 minus 2 is?
You have minus 4.
Negative 4. Since I've only done adding and subtracting, what happens to the sign? Nothing.
When does it change?
We'll get to that, Perry, when it's time to get to that. Gouda?
Great.
Graph it. It's the only number that matters.
4. Negative 4.
Negative 4. Circled or dot?
Dot.
Dot.
You just don't fill it in.
Yeah, that's a circle. A dot would be filled in. And? Arrow?
Right. Left.
Left.
Up, down,
Left.
northwest, southeast,
Left.
north by southwest.
Sideways. Positive. I get it.
Which way? Left.
On the week.
Inverted.
Reciprocal.
It draws it on the
I need to learn my math terms, right?
Flip. Straight line.
Do you need all the lines?
Ours doesn't
No.
have lines.
Yours doesn't have lines?
We don't
Good.
need-
Solve it. So you guys got no lines here?
No.
Sweet.
Or you can use your white technique.
I am.
Oh. Why wouldn't you just get a really thick one instead of like? Yeah, why don't you just use a?
Because this is way more badass.
No. Why don't you like scribble it? I still see spots
Fine. Why you gotta be that way?
because I am. Oh. Where's your muscle?
What muscle?
Yeah, that's why I said where.
See how easy your muscle. Dude, I don't have office.
My hand muscles been lit.
Look at that.
I'm taking
How the hell do you have a close to that?
I'm doing something again.
I'm a little girl when it comes to chores. Come watch this.
Yeah, I did.
I watched one of your
You got to get
videos.
90 days. That's what like.
What moves?
The 2Z. Oh yeah.
1, 2, Z.
Z.
Which moves? 1 or negative 2?
1.
But I always say move the smaller one.
No.
That's only for.
You said you hate how everyone goes to the small one.
Only when, whatever you start with, always start with letters, move the smaller one. Other than that, your job, your overarching job, which is to get the variable by itself, takes precedence. Understand?
Understood.
So, since this is going to leave me with a single Z on the left, I can't have any numbers on the left because I want my letters alone. So -1, -1, negative 3. Did I only add and subtract? So does the sign change?
No.
No, sir. Dot or circle?
Dot. No, circle, circle. Dot. Circle. Colored in.
Oh my god, bro! You're stop talking.
Octagon.
Circle dot.
Circle color.
Don't fake who's holding it.
Stop sign.
No. Just a dot.
Don't fake who's holding
And which way does the arrow go?
Left.
Why?
Gotcha.
Because the letter's first.
Don't fake who's holding it.
What about this one? What moves?
Negative 5.
Honey.
Show the
Negative
5 has to move.
You have the whole.
No, mine subtract 4.
You don't tell, Lauren.
What moves?
5x.
The bigger or the smaller number?
Smaller,
Bigger.
negative 5.
The bigger does.
The smaller number. What's smaller? -4 or -5? Yeah.
Negative 4.
Oh my god.
Negative 5.
Negative 4 is.
Alright, this. What's smaller, Perry?
Negative 5.
Why?
Because it's more
More left on the number line. So this guy's moving. So I see, subtract 5, so what do I do?
Add 5.
Where else?
On negative 4x.
So that means they're going to disappear. This is going to be positive x. So is this number allowed to be here? No. So what do I do?
God.
Get rid of it. Got him. Get it.
Subtract 4.
6 minus 4 is 2. Does the sign change?
No, sir.
No. Graph it. What's the only number that matters?
2.
Where can I put it?
Anywhere.
Anywhere I want. I'm gonna put it there.
Better put
Do I color it?
No.
Why?
Don't need to.
Because
It's not equal to.
It's not.
Not equal.
It goes right.
And it goes right. Why?
Because the letters first.
Because the letter's first. Got it?
Heads up.
Good. You got 20 minutes to do what I'm gonna highlight.
We only have 20 minutes left.
I don't think we're gonna have time to get to the quiz.
Why not?
Because
it's a quiz. Because the teacher makes the rules.
297, you is gonna do
You is. That's not proper English.
4 and 6. You's gonna do 7.
I already did it.
You's gonna do just 9.
Just 9.
Oh, no, I can't. Just 9? And 14.
No. No. No.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna do 14.
Oh my god.
And on 304,
3, 4, 6, 10, 15.
no, you're not gonna do anything on 304 yet.
Perfect. Can I look at my,
Quiz will be first block tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll warm up.
Gnarly, man.
Gnarly, bro.
Yo, now let's see how this wall tomorrow. I got it. You good enough? You know,
Oh, you don't want it? Okay.
Oh, I don't want mine either.
Then hand it back to me.
It's like saying Lord Jesus, but in Muslim.
Yeah. Allah. Allah. Got a little bit of a phlegm. If you say it's like saying it in Islam. Muslim. Islam is not something you say it's Islam.
I'm coming for you. How do you mess up your mustache? We go ahead and do the work.
Okay. We are quizzing first.
Number 4 saddle.
You have a quiz
Downtown. Downtown after we 30 minutes. There's no way to get
Yeah, but it's a little complicated and you're gonna do a review.
Takes me right, like directly.
Oh, so we're gonna have a test on Wednesday?
A test or a quiz?
100%.
Yeah, we're having the test. Like,
Better than this, man.
do it. Do you say A? You say y'all. Yeah, we'll go.
I'm going. Respect of all the streets.
Of course, if you did the project, it's due at 1:05. 3 people have handed one in.
Why not one pen?
I don't have colors, or else I would have one.
Yeah.
Excuses, man. You go to Walmart across the street sideways.
I don't.
Oh yeah.
Riley, no problem. Big problem.
No problem. Big problem. What happens if you shot? Like,
Riley, what?
no problem. Kind of a problem. Big problem.
Riley. You're up here.
Did you ever teach a guy named Dirk Arnold?
Gurkarn?
He grabbed his
Yeah, no, I know who Gurkarn is. I never actually taught him.
Was he a bad kid? Is that why you know?
We were in, he was on the grade 9 basketball team that I
Oh,
sponsored.
Chase Claiborne.
Yes, with Chase.
Do you know who Manny is?
Manny Lolly? Manny Jolly. Yeah, I taught him grade 9 and 10.
I thought you were
Nah.
going to There's this kid, Mantech, he goes to school, his last name's Comma. Like, Comma.
Romantic coma.
Oh, it's just a comma.
Frantic trauma.
Like,
Grade
just
nine,
a
Dylan.
comma, or is it comma? No, it's just
Who?
comma. Like,
Kid grade 9 named Dylan.
You want to know his last name?
That's
no, they
That's what it
probably
is.
just didn't print out his last
He
name.
says
Probably like his first name, comma.
He
and then
says he doesn't have a last name, so it's just comma.
Whatever.
That's
I think you're better than why.
His last name is a symbol.
it's a comma. Well,
My
I
dad's
guess some
name's a
people's
dollar
names
sign.
are like exclamation points.
Because all I do is make bank.
Oh. Mr. Myers, are you allowed to have your last name?
You don't have.
I allowed to have no
Isn't it
name.
mandatory for like your ID?
Well, if you don't have a name, your name is John Doe. Like
They make exceptions for,
Some exceptions.
Don't throw things.
ethnicities.
You all take my last name. so, like-
Guys,
If you're
pick it up
if
now,
you're
don't throw
unidentified,
things.
then your name is John Doe.
No, they don't do it, don't. Oh, you did it.
I'm gonna name my kid.
Don't
John
throw
Doe.
things. What was that? I'm gonna name my kid.
John and James.
How many my kid John?
My kid's gonna be named Finesse.
I'm gonna just name my kid Chinese name. Chinese names are hectic.
Sin Jong.
Did you kill that?
Sing Jong.
My friend was on the team.
Sing Malong.
Michael. Cheers.
Sing Malong.
Cheers.
Big man.
Yeah.
Craig, what are you doing?
Homer, look like he's
Gregory.
His name's Craig, not Greg.
Greg.
That's not a name. Gregory.
You can make it a name. I'll name my kid
Right.
that. Even if it's
Gregory.
Gregory Johnson.
Gregory. What's your last name?
Myers.
Gregory Johnson.
Gregory. Oh,
Big lunch.
What?
What? When?
I was looking at this over there, it's so great. I'm like, freaking go on their vlog. Why was Professor Matherhead
Craig.
Utter something?
Craig.
Gregory.
Gregory. Quagmire. Quagmire.